Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the October 20th, 2024 session of our monthly program meeting for the Licking County Computer Society, aka East Central Ohio Technology User Club. This week or this month, I'm happy to introduce Bob Gostincha. Did I say it right?
Stisha.
Gostisha, sorry, buddy. And he's going to be talking about your guide to navigating the digital jungle safely. Please welcome Bob. He's a cybersecurity guru, consultant, public speaker, and all-around tech enthusiast. Hailing from Meadow Lake, New Mexico, Bob may be retired, but his passion for cybersecurity continues to burn brightly. He presents across the United States, sharing his knowledge with computer clubs and anyone eager to learn about cyber and personal security. His expertise extend beyond the classroom. He's a co-host on the popular Tech for Seniors show, helping bridge the digital divide for older adults. If you prefer visual learning, check out his YouTube channel at Bob3160, where he delves into a variety of tech topics. This October, today, in honor of Cybersecurity Awareness Month, Bob is here to equip you with the knowledge you need to stay safe online. His presentation, October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, will be your guide to navigating the digital jungle. Prepare to deep dive into phishing attacks, malware, ransomware, spyware, adware, DDoS attacks, and some other interesting and helpful topics. But this isn't a one-way lecture. Jot down your questions. At the end of the presentation, Bob will be taking questions. So if you have any queries, please save them until the end. And join Bob on this October adventure and become empowered to fight back against scammers and hackers. Welcome, Bob.
Thanks. Hey, did pretty good job with AI, huh?
Yeah, Jim. Yeah, definitely. Jim and I helped out with that intro.
Since the intro went well, let's hope the presentation also does. October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and here is its importance and why it needs to be important every month. Let me start off with a quick story. A friend of mine, one of those people who think they're too smart to get hacked, recently bragged about having the ultimate password. 1234 password. Yup, real cutting edge stuff. He even went so far as to say no hacker's gonna crack that because it's too obvious. A week later, he's calling me frantically saying, I think I got hacked. So I asked him, did you change your password? And he said, no, but I added a capital letter to it. So folks, if your idea of cybersecurity is changing lowercase password to password with an uppercase P, we've got a lot to talk about. For this presentation, we'll be exploring 3 videos that depict the importance of cybersecurity awareness in every month. The first one is an overall overview of cybersecurity and the importance of October as Cybersecurity Awareness Month. The second one will cover cloud security, and the third one will cover all those devices that make life so interesting, the Internet of Things. Well, let's get started. October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. It's an annual reminder to stay safe in the digital jungle. Greetings, cyber explorers. Welcome to October, the spookiest month of the year, and not just because of Halloween. It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, a time to remind ourselves that the internet, while amazing, can sometimes be like wandering through a digital jungle. There are dangers lurking around every virtual corner, but fear not. With a bit of knowledge and the right tools, we can swing through this jungle like pros. Let's dive into the cyber underbrush and uncover how to stay safe and sound online. The dangers to watch out for. Before we arm ourselves with cyber machetes and anti-malware shields, let's identify the creatures of the cyber underworld. Phishing attacks. These crafty crooks send emails or messages that look legit but are designed to steal your information. They might masquerade as your bank, a favorite store, or even your grandma, though grandma's spelling is usually better. Phishing can come in the form of emails, text messages, or even phone calls, and often involve urgent or threatening language to trick you into providing personal information. Malware, malicious software that includes viruses, worms, and Trojans. It's like inviting a termite colony into your wooden cabin. Yikes! Malware can damage your files, steal your data, or even allow attackers to take control of your device. Common signs of malware include slow performance, frequent crashes, and unexpected pop-ups. Ransomware. Imagine a cyber pirate hijacking your ship and demanding treasure for its return. Pay up or walk the digital plank. Ransomware encrypts your files, making them inaccessible until you pay a ransom to the attackers. Even then, there's no guarantee they'll restore your data. Spyware. This sneaky software spies on your activities, gathering intel without your consent. Think of it as a nosy neighbor peeking through your blinds. Spyware can track your keystrokes, capture your passwords, and monitor your online behavior, often leading to identity theft or financial fraud. Adware. It bombards you with ads, slowing down your device. Picture a pop-up book where the pop-ups just never stop. While adware is generally less harmful than other types of malware, it can be incredibly annoying and may also track your browsing habits. DDoS attacks. Distributed denial of service attacks. Overwhelm servers, making websites unavailable. It's like a virtual flash mob that crashes the party. These attacks flood a website with traffic, rendering it unusable for legitimate users and often causing significant financial and reputational damage. Tools to protect yourself. Now that we know what's out there, let's gear up with the best cyber protection tools. Antivirus software. Norton, Avast, AVG, and Bitdefender are the cyber equivalent of a sturdy shield and sword. They can detect and eliminate various threats. Make your choice, but remember, only choose one. More is not better in this case. Antivirus software scans your computer for known malware, removes it, and protects you from future infections. Make sure to keep it updated regularly. If auto update is available, leave that turned on. Firewalls. Think of these as your digital moat, keeping unwanted intruders out. Windows, Mac OS, and most operating systems have built-in firewalls. Make sure they're enabled. Firewalls monitor incoming and outgoing network traffic, blocking suspicious activity and unauthorized access. VPNs, virtual private networks. Tools like NordVPN, Avast SecureLine VPN, and ExpressVPN create a secure tunnel for your data, perfect for those who value privacy, like secret agents or anyone using public Wi-Fi. VPNs encrypt your internet connection, making it difficult for hackers to intercept your data and providing anonymity online. Password managers, tools like Bitwarden, Dashlane, and 1Password help you create and store complex passwords because password 123 just doesn't cut it anymore. Password managers generate strong, unique passwords for each of your accounts and store them securely, so you only need to remember one master password. Passkeys. Passkeys, a new form of passwordless authentication. They work by creating a unique pair of cryptographic keys, a public key that's stored on the website or app, and a private key that stays on your device. When you want to log in, your device confirms your identity, often using biometric like Face ID or Touch ID, and the two keys work together to grant you access without needing to type in a password. Two-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security by requiring a second form of verification. It's like a second lock on your door. Burglars be gone. 2FA typically involves something you know, a password, and something you have, a phone or security token, making it much harder for attackers to access your accounts. Best practices to follow. Now, let's talk strategy. Here are some best practices to keep you out of the cyber trap. Keep software updated. Always update your software and operating systems. Those updates often patch security vulnerabilities. It's like getting a new and improved lock on your door. Enable automatic updates whenever possible to ensure you're protected against the latest threats. Use strong passwords. Avoid the obvious. Combine letters, numbers, and symbols. If your password is password or 123456, we need to have a serious talk. A strong password should be at least 12 characters long and avoid common words or phrases. Consider using a passphrase, a series of random words strung together. Be wary of links and attachments. Don't click on anything suspicious. If an offer sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Remember, no Nigerian prince is going to send you millions. Verify the sender's email address and look for telltale signs of phishing, such as poor grammar or unusual requests. Back up your data. Regularly back up your important data. If ransomware strikes, you'll be able to restore your system without paying the cyber pirates. Use both local backups, like an external hard drive, and cloud backups for redundancy. Schedule backups to occur automatically so you don't forget. Educate yourself and others. Knowledge is power. Stay informed about the latest threats and share this knowledge. If you can teach grandma to use email, you can teach her about phishing too. Follow cybersecurity blogs, attend webinars, and participate in training sessions to stay up to date. All devices, all operating systems. The digital jungle doesn't discriminate. It's out to get all of us, whether we're using Windows, Mac OS, iOS, Android, or even a smart toaster. Here's how to stay safe across all platforms. Windows, use Windows Defender. Keep Windows Update active and be cautious with downloads. Windows Defender is a robust built-in antivirus solution that provides real-time protection. Regularly scan your system and enable advanced threat protection features. Mac OS, enable the firewall. Use Gatekeeper to block apps from unknown developers and consider additional antivirus software. Mac OS is known for its security, but it's not immune to threats. Gatekeeper helps prevent malware by allowing only trusted apps to be installed. iOS, Android, only download apps from official stores, App Store or Google Play. Check app permissions and update regularly. Mobile devices are prime targets for attackers. Review app permissions to ensure they're not accessing more data than necessary. Use mobile security apps for added protection. Smart devices, IoT, change default passwords, update firmware, and consider setting up a separate network for smart devices. Many IoT devices come with weak default passwords that are easy to hack. Regularly check for firmware updates to patch vulnerabilities. Isolating smart devices on a separate network can prevent a compromised device from affecting your main network. In conclusion, Cybersecurity Awareness Month is the perfect time to take stock of your digital safety. Think of it as fall cleaning for your cyber life, but with fewer dust bunnies and more malware scans. Stay alert, use the right tools, and follow best practices to ensure your journey through the digital jungle is a safe one. Remember, the internet is a wonderful place when you know how to navigate it. Happy Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and may your digital travels be secure and scam-free. Next, we're going to delve into cloud security. Safeguarding your data in the digital sky. In today's digital age, cloud services have become the backbone of modern businesses and personal storage solutions. The convenience, scalability, and cost-effectiveness of cloud computing are driving its widespread adoption. However, with great power comes great responsibility. Ensuring data security in the cloud is now more critical than ever. Let's dive into the world of cloud security and explore how you can protect your data in the cloud. Why cloud security matters. Before we jump into the nitty-gritty of cloud security, let's understand why it matters. Imagine storing all your valuable possessions in a vault that you don't control. While the vault is incredibly convenient, if someone breaks into it, your valuables could be at risk. The same applies to cloud storage. The cloud offers unparalleled convenience and efficiency, but it also exposes your data to potential threats. Understanding the threat landscape. Cloud environments can be vulnerable to various security threats, including data breaches, unauthorized access to sensitive data stored in the cloud, data loss, accidental deletion, or corruption of data without a backup, account hijacking, attackers gaining control of user accounts through phishing or other means, insider threats, malicious actions by employees or contractors with access to the cloud environment, insecure APIs, vulnerabilities in cloud service APIs that can be exploited by attackers. APIs, you're going to hear me use that term several times. And just so you don't get lost, it stands for Application Program Interface. In other words, the user interface is an API. Now that we understand the threats, let's explore the best practices for avoiding, protecting, and recovering from these potential pitfalls. Best practices for avoidance. Choose a reputable cloud service provider. Ensure your cloud service provider complies with industry standards and regulations. Look for certifications like ISO 27001, SOC 2, and GDPR compliance. Evaluate the CSP's security measures, including encryption, access controls, and threat detection. Implement strong access controls. Use multi-factor authentication for all accounts. Enforce the principle of least privilege by granting the minimum level of access necessary for users. Regularly review and update access permissions. Secure your APIs. Use secure API gateways to manage and monitor API traffic. Implement rate limiting and authentication mechanisms for APIs. Regularly test APIs for vulnerabilities using penetration testing. Best practices for protection. Encrypt your data. Encrypt data at rest and in transit using strong encryption protocols. Use key management services to manage encryption keys securely. Ensure end-to-end encryption for sensitive data. Regularly update and patch. Keep your cloud infrastructure and applications up to date with the latest security patches. Use automated tools to manage and deploy patches efficiently. Regularly audit your system to identify and fix vulnerabilities. Implement intrusion detection and prevention systems. Deploy IDPS to monitor network traffic and detect suspicious activities. Use machine learning and AI-based tools for advanced threat detection. Regularly update your IDPS with the latest threat intelligence. Best practices for recovery. Back up your data. Regularly back up your data to a secure off-site location. Use automated backup solutions to ensure consistency and reliability. Test your backup and recovery procedures periodically to ensure they work effectively. Develop an incident response plan. Create a detailed incident response plan outlining steps to take in case of a security breach. Assign roles of responsibilities to team members for efficient incident management. Conduct regular drills and simulations to prepare for potential incidents. Implement continuous monitoring. Use security information and event management systems to monitor your cloud environment continuously. Analyze logs and alerts to detect and respond to threats in real time. Regularly review and refine your monitoring processes to adapt to evolving threats. Conclusion: ensuring data security in the cloud might seem daunting, but by following these best practices, you can significantly reduce the risk and protect your valuable data. Remember, cloud security is not a one-time effort, but an ongoing process that requires constant vigilance and adaptation. By choosing a reputable CSP, implementing robust access controls, encrypting your data, and preparing for potential incidents, you can enjoy the benefits of cloud computing without compromising on security. Stay safe, stay secure, and happy cloud computing. Last but not least, we're going to spend some time digging into those smart devices, the Internet of Things, the stuff that makes our life much easier. Navigating the challenges of the connected world. Welcome to the world of the Internet of Things, where everyday objects are connected to the Internet, communicating with each other and making our lives easier. From smart refrigerators that tell you when you're out of milk, to wearables that monitor your health, IoT devices are transforming how we live, work, and play. But with great convenience comes great responsibility, especially the responsibility to secure these devices from cyber attacks. Why IoT security matters. Imagine a world where your coffee maker, thermostat, and even your car can be hacked. It sounds like a sci-fi movie, but it's a reality in our increasingly connected world. IoT devices, while incredibly convenient, often come with security vulnerabilities. These can range from weak passwords and lack of encryption to outdated software and unsecured network connections. The stakes are high. Compromised IoT devices can lead to data breaches, financial loss, and even physical harm. The growing challenge. The challenge of securing IoT devices is growing as their numbers skyrocket. According to estimates, there will be over 30 billion connected devices by 2025. Each device is a potential entry point for cybercriminals, making IoT security a critical concern for individuals, businesses, and governments alike. Let's delve into best practices for IoT security. Securing IoT devices might seem daunting, but following some best practices can significantly reduce the risk of cyber attacks. Here's how you can avoid, protect, and recover from IoT security threats. Number 1, avoidance. Preventing security issues before they arise. Research before purchase. Not all IoT devices are created equal. Before buying, research the manufacturer's reputation for security. Look for devices with regular software updates and robust security features. Secure your network. Your home or business network is the gateway to all your IoT devices. Ensure your Wi-Fi network is secured with a strong password, and encryption such as WPA3 or better is recommended. Consider setting up a separate network for your IoT devices to isolate them from your main network. Change default settings. One of the easiest ways for hackers to gain access to IoT devices is through default usernames and passwords. Always change default settings to unique, strong passwords. Disable unnecessary features. Many IoT devices come with features that you might not use, such as remote access. Disable any features that are not necessary to reduce the attack surface. Number 2, protection. Defending your devices against attacks. Regular updates. Keep the firmware and software of your IoT devices up to date. Manufacturers release updates to patch vulnerabilities and improve security. Use strong, unique passwords for each IoT device. Use strong, unique passwords that combine letters, numbers, and special characters. Consider using a password manager to keep track of them. Enable multi-factor authentication. If available, enable MFA on your IoT devices. This adds an extra layer of security by requiring a second form of verification, such as a code sent to your phone. Monitor your devices. Regularly check the activity of your IoT devices. Look for unusual behavior, such as unexpected changes in settings or increased network traffic, which could indicate a security breach. Number 3, recovery. Responding to and recovering from security incidents. Have a plan. Prepare a response plan for IoT security incidents. This should include steps to isolate affected devices, change passwords, and contact the manufacturer for support. Backup data. Regularly backup data from your IoT devices. In case of a security breach, having backups can help you restore your systems quickly. Reset devices. If you suspect a device has been compromised, reset it to factory settings. This can remove malware and other security threats. Stay informed. Keep up with the latest IoT security news and updates. Cybersecurity is a constantly evolving field, and staying informed can help you anticipate and mitigate new threats. Conclusion: the proliferation of IoT devices offers incredible convenience and innovation, but it also introduces new security challenges. By following best practices for avoidance, protection, and recovery, you can significantly reduce the risk of cyber attacks and enjoy the benefits of a connected world safely. Stay safe, stay secure, and remember, in the world of IoT, security is not a one-time task, but an ongoing process. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay secure. And that ends the presentation, and I'm now hopefully able to answer any questions that you may have.
All right, thank you, Everett. It looks like we're off mute in the room now. If anyone here has questions, or if you have questions online. What kind of questions do we have, you guys? Maybe not a question, but I had a comment when you were talking about the IoT things being hacked and you showed the picture of the robotic vacuum. I saw online recently where someone's robotic vacuum got hacked and somebody was able to use the speaker in it to say slur words towards the people in their home and also take photos of them in the restroom and everything. And the guy went and did a full reset with a new account and everything, and then it happened again. It's just an inherent flaw with the security of the APIs for that vacuum.
Which is why it's important to do some research. Don't necessarily buy the cheapest. The cheapest may not be the cheapest in the long run.
Oh yeah. Another thing I've seen. Go ahead, Everett.
Why would a vacuum cleaner be attached to the internet?
Well, that's another thing. A lot of people. Everett, why would your vacuum be attached to the internet? Yeah.
Yep. Mine is because I can do it from anywhere through my phone, start my vacuum cleaner. I can follow the vacuum cleaner and see where it's cleaning, what it's missed. That's why it needs internet access. And many of the new ones, besides having guidance systems, they also have cameras attached. So they are able to avoid things that they shouldn't go near. So yeah, there are reasons, but of course, the more things it has access to, the more platforms are available for hackers.
I have seen professionals recommend that if you have a router at your home where you can designate certain IP addresses for wireless devices to not even have access to the internet. Some people do that.
That's
Then
correct.
then it would only work while you're at home if you're lucky. Yeah.
Right. It's connected to the network, not the internet. Two
Right.
different things.
Yep, for sure.
Virgil has his hand up.
Hey,
Yeah.
Virgil.
I keep seeing these advertisements for these programs that clean your phone. Are they safe to use?
I haven't seen the advertisement, but what do you mean by clean your phone? You mean your smartphone?
Yes.
Reset it. Make sure you've got it backed up, reset it to factory, and then just have it put the stuff back. But monitor what's going on. Only reinstall those things that you actually want to use. Many people install apps just at random. Oh, this looks good, put it on. They never look to see what it uses for permission of that phone. You're liable to wind up installing an app that wants permission to everything on your phone. It doesn't need it, but it's sharing that information with third parties. If you ever wonder where all those pop-ups come from, it's from permissions you granted an app that's on your phone.
Yeah, by hitting accept all. And I've noticed a lot of apps, even if you don't give it all the permissions at once, it can still work,
Yes,
which is so pick and choose what you think about the app you're using and what it actually needs to do on your phone before you give it permission. Yeah, that's a good one, Bob.
Hello, Mary Frances Roush here.
hello there.
Hello there. I have two questions. Number one, why isn't Bob Gustisha smiling today?
He's always smiling.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
What kind of money do these is an average range of these IoT devices you spoke about? What kind of money are we talking about?
Depends on what you're buying. Smart device, I have cameras that cost about 30 bucks a piece, and I have other devices that can cost well over $100 or more. It depends on what you're purchasing.
Smart
good-
washer and dryer pair will cost you $1,000.
Yep.
Talking about the apps for protection.
The app that goes with them, I have yet to have anyone that has to pay for the app. The app is a part of what you need in order to operate that smart device. So that comes with it. It's part of the cost of the app of the product.
Is that what you need, Mary Frances?
No, the first question is where I was going. Thank you.
Yay.
Any questions in the room? Any comments? Complaints? All right, last chance for any questions online. All right. Well, hey, Bob, welcome back. And thanks again for being here. As usual, we enjoyed the presentation and I think we all learned something more than a few things, hopefully. And I think we can call our program meeting for the month of October to a close. Thanks everyone for being here.
Thanks for having me.